This I learnt from Ron Howard, who learnt it from George Lucas, who learnt it from Akira Kurosawa.
It is currently 8 AM. The crew is about to arrive on our first long production day. Let's hope it goes well.
I think collaboration is a superpower. It creates opportunities to elevate a story's potential. It forms a creative safety net and energizes a film set. It energizes us, the directors. We must revel in collaboration and use it to inspire us when we're exhausted. Collaboration is the fuel of filmmaking. It keeps projects fresh. You can maximize the power of a story and fulfill the opportunities in your own creativity. This is definitely something I had in mind when I started production on my short film, Under the Same Sun. I had just revisited Ron Howard's masterclass. The class focused primarily on collaboration and storytelling. I find that Howard never fails to discover the humanity in his stories, siphoning the emotional potential of every moment. I wanted to know the secret to seeing stories in this way, to be able to unlock the same feelings in my own films. Ron Howard's masterclass inspired the storyteller in me, but his kindness and approach to filmmaking also made me realize the man I wanted to be.
Every project you get involved in, ultimately, is just going to find its way to breaking your heart.
As directors, we build our vision. We dream it, visualize it, and feel it. This becomes the foundation of our story. But to tell the story, we need collaborators. We strive to find creative compatibility, people who feel the story the same way we do. This is something we cannot force, but we can find. Through conversations we can listen for passion, someone who has ideas that we can build upon and tell the story. I had to plan for wild conversations and world-bending ideas as they take up time. This is time that's not always predicted when scheduling a film. With a crew on board, it was my job as the director to create a collaborative environment, somewhere for my crew to be confident and share their ideas and make suggestions. The challenge is always to discern how each person excels, to cultivate an environment and a relationship for that individual. I don't like to be too rigid, and in this case, I listened to everything that flew towards me or blindsided me. For example, there were some technical issues with our follow focus, so I had to work with any suggestions that I had to progress the shoot. This involved, should we do this shot? There's less of a focus pull here, so maybe this one's easier to do. Or shall we change the shot so we can manually rack focus? If an idea achieves the objective of a moment, a scene, or ultimately the story, you have to use it. There is power in threes. This I learnt from Ron Howard, who learnt it from George Lucas, who learnt it from Akira Kurosawa. Working in odd numbers makes decision making easier. Ideas can be voted in and out quickly. With these triangular creative conversations between passionate and focused collaborators, decision making becomes efficient. I find it far easier to edit someone's idea and collaborate on it than simply saying no. I find it achieves two goals. One, it invests the talented people around me into the project. And two, it develops trust between me and my collaborators. They hopefully will respect my thinking. They are free in collaboration, knowing that I will support them, that I am open to suggestions, but I still run these ideas through my filter and guide them to the finishing line. It also makes the no's a lot easier to hear. Now, I know directors aren't always like this. Charlie Chaplin and Stanley Kubrick are notorious for not listening, but there is magic in collaboration. Ultimately, as the director, you are the keeper of the story. What you say goes. Your tastes and instincts will guide the project from start to finish. You have mined the creative brainpower and artistic instincts of your collaborators to elevate your choices, but there must be one clear vision, and sometimes you must simply decide what is best. If you have found creative compatibility and cultivated a collaborative environment, your decisions will be accepted and hopefully respected. You have the last word. You hear everyone else, but you have to listen to yourself, your craft, and your instincts.